Bible here. Today we're going to be unboxing a package from We Feed Raw. We Feed Raw is a company that provides raw dog food made with human grade ingredients. They have a number of different protein varieties on their website. I believe they have 6. We'll get into that a little bit further in the video here, the different proteins that they have. But in terms of the packaging and the delivery, this did arrive within about 3 days, so the shipping was very quick. It came right to our door, and the delivery, we have 2 pups at home, so a little bit of background before we open up the box. We do have 2 pups at home, and we have been feeding them raw, so our big decision factor in trying out We Feed Raw is because they do both personalized packaging and products for our pups, but also they offer a bulk option, which is really nice because both the pups we have at home are quite large and they do eat quite a bit. When we open up the packaging here, we've got a few things in the box. First, we've got this biodegradable packaging to make sure that the contents stay safe and frozen. Some really nice postcard here, so this gives a little bit of information about the company. We've got a little bit more on the back, why they feed what they feed, how to get in contact with them, and then a little bit of helpful information here on storage and handling, which is really nice. They've also provided us with a container for resealable. We will get into the feeding instructions, but if we're not using a single package, this will be really nice to keep in the refrigerator to make sure that it's staying safe and tucked away for the pups. We also have this really great feeding instruction guide here. So they've actually included the daily portion size for our pup based on the questionnaire and the information that we filled out on their website. You do have the ability to take this off on the back, and then you can actually stick it, so it does just peel right off here, and then we can stick it wherever we like. And this is obviously a plastic cover, so it protects it, and we can keep this. Just quick on here, we do have information on portioning and what that looks like. There's actually a really neat QR code here to link over to a video on how they would portion out their dog's meals, which is really helpful and super informative. When we get into the box here, we have 6 different types of proteins in the box. So we've got, first here, we've got a duck patty. If we take a look at the packaging, this is vacuum sealed, really tight here, really great for storing in the freezer, as again, this was a bulk purchase, so it'll be great in terms of storage. Got a little bit of information on the package, and we can see the exact amount that's in here so that when we're portioning, we know what we're looking at. We have also, so that one there was duck. We've also got the lamb patty, same packaging here. We have chicken as well. And then here we've also got the turkey patty. We have got a beef patty, as well as venison patty, which is really nice that they have these additional options. Those lamb, beef, and venison aren't always common in terms of finding from raw pet food suppliers, which was really nice for us. We do have a pup at home that does have allergies, so it's really nice to be able to have those more high quality proteins that are helpful with allergies. Okay, so we've got our 6 different protein types here. These are all of our frozen patties from the bulk package. So we can see here on the packaging, again, it's vacuum sealed, very airtight here, really great for storing in the freezer. There's not a lot of information on the package itself. We do have a little bit here, but they do confirm to look at the box insert. And if we take that out, this is really great. I actually prefer this because we can keep this paper nice and safe, and it has all the information versus we're going to open up the packaging and then we're going to recycle it. So when we open up the recipes here, all of their recipes are complete and balanced. They're vet approved, and they're established by the AAFCO dog food nutrition profiles for all different stages of dog's life. And here we can see all of the ingredients in each of the recipes. So again, this is really great. I really like that this isn't actually on the packaging itself. It's in a safe film so that we can take a look at it after. All of the recipes that we see here were formulated by a Ph.D. animal nutritionist with over 30 years of experience in raw feeding and animal nutrition, which is really nice, giving that extra layer of trust. They've also added a little bit of a nutrition statement here, which again confirms some of the information that I've just provided. But we can take a look at back to the feeding instructions and portioning. So we have a lot of information here. They also give a little bit of tips and tricks if you do have a picky pet, something that you can do, maybe adding a topper or something that will help them. We don't often have that issue with our pups, but I know there are some pups out there, so that's really helpful. And they've given a couple steps here in how to actually portion that out, which we'll get into shortly. In terms of the meat itself, all of the food is made from USDA human grade meats with no fillers, no preservatives, no artificial flavors or colors. The lamb and venison are sourced from New Zealand, and they're pasture raised, grass fed, and grass finished. And then everything else is sourced from local farms within the USA that are trusted by the company themselves. All of the recipes are blended and then packaged in the USA as well, so there's no outsourcing there, and we can really be comfortable knowing where all of the manufacture is happening, and they do take a lot of precautions in terms of safe quality as well. It's also safe for cats to use, so cats can also use the We Feed Raw pet food as well, so it's for cats and for dogs. And again, this is raw food, so we want to make sure that we do have safe handling of it and we keep it in our resealable containers. We don't want to cook the food. By cooking the food, we actually remove some of the nutrients in it. The purpose of feeding a fresh raw diet is for it to be raw, which is when all of the bioavailable nutrients are actually present. So if you do have a picky pet, they recommend you can maybe gently sear it, if that does help, but we don't actually want to cook the meat. We do want it to remain raw. Okay, so now when it comes to portioning out the raw food, we have it here so that it is defrosting. We've got our container for the additional. We do have two pups, like I mentioned. We do have a medium-sized pup. She's an American Bulldog, and so she, based on the questionnaire that we filled out on the We Feed Raw website when we were purchasing the food, we do see that the daily portion size here should be 22 ounces. And then each patty is 16 ounces, and they've actually broken it down into how we could portion that out. So she has 22 ounces for the whole day, so we can have 2 feedings, which is usually what we do at home with our pups, so we can cut that portion size in half and do those calculations accordingly. Our other pup is much larger, just a little bit larger, so he will have 30 ounces a day. Now, we're really excited to try this We Feed Raw bulk food with our other pup here that's going to be having the 30 ounces. He does actually have allergies and he does have alopecia, so we are really often looking for food that has less ingredients and is really helpful for allergies, so he's really excited to try out the We Feed Raw. Okay, so we're getting ready to serve here. So we've got a couple of our patties actually thawing in some water here. The meal packets take about 12 hours to defrost in the fridge, but we can also do this quicker defrosting by just having them in some water here, which is what we've done for the sake of today. The food is also fridge safe and in a resealable container for about 3 to 4 days. So it's really nice. We have received this container as well, so we can just pop it up depending how much we have in it, which is really nice. It can actually compact into our fridge, but this way we can keep the food thawed out in our fridge for 3 to 4 days in the resealable container here, which is really helpful. Okay, we're ready to serve our pups. So we've got the chicken patty recipe here for our one pup, and based on their weights, they're both roughly getting 16 ounces for this portion today, so this will be the whole package here. We're also going to be feeding the turkey patty recipe for our other pup. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cut into our first one here, which is the chicken patty recipe. I'm going to be, again, serving the entire package, so I'm just going to open it right up here. Alright, we can see all of the nice ingredients in here. This one's nice and juicy and ready for the pup. So we're just going to go ahead and pour this in here. So we've got one, and I'm just going to cut it up a little bit for easier eating for our pups to chew on. You can probably hear my one pup in the background, very excited to give this a try. And I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing with the other one here. All right. I'm just going to toss it right in here. All right, so we've got this one in the bowl here as well. And nice and juicy. We're just going to dice it up just a little bit further. All right, and we're ready for serving. All right, do a sniff test here. Okay, they're very excited. They don't even want to sniff it. They want to get right into it. Ice, sit. Wait, 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 wait.
Nice, wait.
Wait, wait. Okay. This is really enjoying it. Okay, now that we have fed our pups, we just want to give a final verdict here. Again, we have the two pups and they both seem to really enjoy it. Our lab is about 80 pounds and he usually eats his food quite quickly. I would say that this one might be breaking a record in terms of how fast he ate it. He really gobbled it right up, and we're really excited to continue trying out the brand. We're also really excited again by the bulk options. There are 3 different box sizes on the We Feed Raw website, which is really nice so that we can have lower shipping costs and then reduce the carbon footprint there by ordering less often, which is really nice given that we have the freezer space. So we have a small box, a classic box, and a big box. So that will be really great going forward in terms of being able to order less often and have a lot of food for our 2 large pups.